Hi, welcome to Enigma55 TV, directed by Tnastypro. I am She-Wolf55, and today we have George Green, also known as Logical, for interview today.
What's good?
George, I'm glad to have you here today.
Thanks for having me, man. Enigma55, Tnasty, She-Wolf. Appreciate y'all having me out here, man.
So, tell us a little bit about your journey into music. How'd you get started?
Well, I got started rapping back in high school. Me and a friend, we just started off like a lot of people, just rapping, messing around, freestyling. I was making beats off a PlayStation or like a little keyboard, recording off like a little 4-track tape recorder, recording them to myself and then trying to rap over it, or handheld recorder in the car, passing it around. Me and my friends just freestyling and messing around, and then a couple years after that, I started a group, Logically Insane, with the best friend of mine, and that was really where it took off for me. And then I've been doing music for basically 20 years straight since that point.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, up until I was in about the 5th grade. And then I moved between South Bend and Fort Wayne. And that's where I basically been in Fort Wayne ever since that point. And met friends that I still know to this day, from 5th grade. And I wouldn't say that I would see that I would end up in Indiana, but I guess I'm happy that I'm here now, I was kind of mad at first that I left the West Coast and came to Indiana, but I've grown used to it, and it turned me into the man that I am today, I guess.
Okay. How would you describe your musical style?
A crazy mix of a lot of different influences and genres that make up the style that is me. I don't really have a style that you could pinpoint or say that I sound exactly like a person or a producer, because I mix up a lot of styles and create my own style. Like I told you, I have Bone and Tupac and 3 6 Mafia influences such as that, kind of Eminem, all that type of stuff. But I also have a couple modern day people that I enjoy to listen to, So I just take all those influences and kind of put it in a pot and just cook up something that sounds good to me, And what sounds good to me has worked for the past 20 years.
Okay.
So
you have your own formula.
Yeah, I kind of just came up with my own formula, like you said, and that's been popular for me. So.
Wow. If you had one song that sticks in your mind all the time, what is it and why?
Probably like that Little Baby song, or the Baby song, the one where he's pushing the cart, the Suge song. I don't know why that song just pops in my head like random times I'm at work. Just that video was it was real catchy. I think he did that type of stuff to get influenced into the game, and that kind of brought attention to him, and then he kind of started doing his own thing after that. And that was I think that was a brilliant marketing scheme for this type of era, He was wearing the diapers and wearing the stuff, but that's really not, after you look at all his music now, he's not doing none of that, So I peeped that, and that was a marketing scheme that I believe that he did. So that song sticks with me just because of that video.
You say you're not from here.
No.
How does music compare from where you were to where you are now? I know it's been 20 years, but what were some of the challenges that you had there?
I wasn't doing music when I was there, but when I lived there, all I listened to was West Coast music. Snoop Dogg, NWA, all that kind of stuff. Tupac, he still is my favorite, but that's what I was listening to when I lived in Arizona. And then I moved here, and that's when I got influenced by the Midwest music, the Bone Thugs, the Do or Die. So that's how that creation formed in my brain, where I took both sides of that and kind of meshed it and created my own style. So it was a blessing to me to be able to have those different types of influences as far as where I was living at. and musical influences as well, to have a vast variety from both sides, you know what I'm saying? So.
You spoke earlier to me in reference to mentoring. What are you looking to do with mentoring? And are you currently mentoring anyone?
No, I wouldn't say currently because I have a lot of other endeavors going on at the moment, but like I told you, it's just something that happens when I see people that just need a little bit of direction, you know what I'm saying? I give them tips and pointers and just free game knowledge, stuff to avoid that I made mistakes of doing when I was a young artist or just a young person in general, you know what I'm saying? I just try to help people out, and hopefully it comes back and I'm blessed for it, you know what I'm saying? So that's really all I'm doing. I'm not out here really mentoring people like daily or constantly. It's just stuff that happens when the opportunity arises.
Okay, now being here in Indiana, how was it being white coming into the game of music?
I mean, it definitely wasn't easy. It's not easy being a rapper in Indiana, period. When I first started, it wasn't really nobody that anybody even really knew of at that point as far as on like a national level. So nobody was really taken seriously, you know, so a lot of people had to grind and do a lot of extra legwork. There wasn't the internet days, wasn't big like it is now. So like people was really grinding, selling CDs, traveling off their own budget, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot more of the old school mentality and the old school way of how people just really had to be basically independent from the jump. And that's how I came up, and just being white in a in an environment that there's not a lot of white people. You can imagine that it was more difficult, you know what I'm saying, for that type of situation.
So like to prove yourself more?
Yeah, I had to prove myself a couple of scenarios, but I mean that's anybody. I don't think that it was just me. It was just the environment, the game. Period is like that.
Okay. With dream artists, who would you love to collaborate with, local as well as industry?
Local, probably my dude E3. If you're watching this, yeah, I'm gonna need that. No, but for real, if I could work with somebody in the game, it would probably be Lil Wayne, because he was my favorite artist for like a lot of years, and he's coming back hard again. So I would love to get on something with Lil Wayne, man. He's the GOAT right now, if you ask me. So yeah, Lil Wayne.
And I know you're a hell of a performer. What would be your number one dream venue to perform at?
Probably the Chicago Bulls Stadium.
Chicago Bulls Stadium.
Yeah, just because I grew up watching Chicago Bulls games and Michael Jordan and all that stuff, The Last Dance. So seeing all that stuff and I actually been there and got to see a game in 72-10 season. So I actually been to that building. I was at the top, but I was there. So I would love to be able to do a performance in that building.
Awesome.
That'd be dope.
Last question. What would you like to see 2021 bring to you as an artist and a producer?
I would like to land. I've already got a couple decent features under my belt as far as a producer and working with people, but I would like to get somebody like big name on one of my beats. That would be a goal for me for 2021. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Just everybody doing their music, man, and I got dreams out here. Just keep going, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't let nobody tell you nothing, bro. Keep grinding, man. We all out here pushing. We all doing the same thing, bro. So just keep getting it, man. Every day is a new day. Get to the money, man.
Thank you, Greenhouse, also known as Logical.
Oh,
So
appreciate y'all for having me, man.
She-Wolf 55 with George Green, Logical, and produced by Tnastypro.
Appreciate y'all. Tnasty, Enigma55, She-Wolf, Greenhouse, man. We out.
Chill.